Hey, this is Chris with Canvas Hardware, and today we're talking safety stands. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. As you guys probably know, our history with stands has been quite extensive. So, from the very beginning and throughout the history of the company, the plethora of stands has always been there. There's always been a wide selection um, of safety stands. Like this, probably the most popular one right now is the 3-inch aluminum, which is what most people have in, from the era of the V-Rod and the Weed Eater Essentials bundles, and from then it's definitely been updated and it's evolved. Um, However, what we want to focus on really is safety and the intention behind the designs of our stands. There's a part of the timeline that you actually have no idea about because it never came to fruition. And I'm going to go ahead and play this little clip here right now. So yes, at an early point in the company's history, we did consider making these as we were developing products like the flower pot and others. Um, a stand always just seemed like a good idea. However, we found a couple of really big um, pitfalls with this, downfalls. This is not very sturdy for sure, and but the main consideration is that you are giving people two ways of using it. Okay, you can use it this way, which would be suppose the right way to use it, or you could use it this way, which could probably be catastrophic. Okay, so the consideration is that every time somebody's going to use it, there's a 50% chance that they're going to use it the wrong way. And so when you leave that door open, you're just leaving the door open for some trouble there. So that's why we immediately nixed the idea. And, looking back on it, you just realize that things like this are sold with like cheap soldering sets, and they're just not the best equipped for safety. So we came up with stuff like this instead, right? Stands that are chunky, they carry some weight. We have a titanium post so that your titanium head is making contact with more titanium instead of aluminum. So there's several safety considerations in this, right? What the head touches when it's down, and what's holding the weight of it. So this stand, and there's only one way to use it. There's no two ways. You can't use it the wrong way. Um, you know. Further, we recently upgraded to the hanger stand. Very similar. It just has a thread, which opens the door for heat shielding, right? So this is the same concept. Only this time you can actually use a heat shield with it. And suddenly your safety has increased exponentially from something like this to something like that, right? So there's other considerations, of course. I mean, we've had this platform as well, which is very sturdy. This is even heavier, so weight is not an issue, and your head will be pretty safe from here. And then, of course, you may be familiar with this stand, which is also pretty chunky in itself, and will hold the weight of the heads and accessories pretty good. Now, the cool part of all this is that, let's put this aside, is that, when we came up with the concept of the hangar, hangar, by the way, is a place where you park airplanes, which is B2 and B1 are named after. Just a little fun fact. But in any event, this hangar platform was created to be modular so that you can adapt it to any of the legacy stands. So as I showed you, this can be threaded directly onto the 3-inch base. If you have an old school one like this, you can use the curved adapter to adapt if you really are looking for this solution. Okay. And then with the 5-inch, same situation. You would go ahead and use the curved adapter to adapt it. No way, Chris. Use the adapter to adapt it. Nice. Additionally, there are other ways that you can create a stand that's secure by using these little brass inserts. So these brass inserts are 1/4 which are perfect size for the stand. So if you're able to drill yourself a hole on a solid surface like this one, and you can set this into it, and you can create a stand that's as sturdy as can be. So you can even adapt all this stuff to your solid surface. Say if you have a bar outside, you can keep this in a solid surface so that your friends can enjoy the flower pot too. So you would go ahead and thread this into the brass insert. This is inside your wooden surface, and then you can create a permanently mounted heat shielded stand for your flower pot. We've been able to even show the versatility of the bar setup with things like guitar amps, where you can mount that brass screw onto there. And if you're having a jam with your band, you can always keep a flower pot on it. And of course, we have other stands like this, the PID controller stands, which are pretty much the all-in-one solution for accessories and stands to keep it all together. So on this particular one, you can also adapt the curved adapter. And your heat shield. Set your head on there. You even have a spot for your carb cap and other accessories. So these, this is how we've looked into different ways to enhance and put some variety into the stand platform. So I suppose the message that we want to get across with this video is experience counts, right? And so we've gotten from this, which was at the beginning of the company's history, there's a reason why this is the current lineup stands, right? There's experience that has gone, there's learning experiences, there's just valuable feedback that we've gotten from customers in order for us to end where we are. So when you purchase our products, you're actually buying a lot of experience behind it, okay? In any event, I hope that came across clear and concise. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. And for now, I'll see you on the next video.